InsureMO is an insurance middleware platform for insurers, brokers, agents, channels, insurtechs and startups. They offer insurance use cases for any product and channel to help companies remove challenges of dealing with heavy legacy or lack in insurance knowledge. This enables companies to go to market in a matter of days and scale up and down elastically. They aim to be the solution that helps insurers around the world to meet their digital challenges. They are one of the first insurance infrastructure platforms that is powering the global insurance ecosystem with a middle office middleware layer. Today they will present together with IO Holding and share their results of working together. Next on stage, InsureMO.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tomek from InsureMO, and I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Marius, who is the CEO of IO Holdings, the fastest growing insurtech across Africa. So Marius, thank you for coming all the way from Johannesburg to Munich today. All right, so we actually saw quite an impressive list of things about InsureMO, billions of API calls, thousands of products, channels. What does it really mean for you and IO?
We're very excited about our partnership with InsureMO. IO is the insurtech provider within the MTN group, the largest telco in Africa. MTN has 280 million customers in 17 countries across Africa, and our task is really to roll out financial inclusion-driven microinsurance products to those customers. And we tried and deliver our products in a very unique and embedded way by inserting ourselves into the telco customer journey. So when a customer purchases airtime or bundles, and in Africa, customers do this on a daily basis or frequently during a week or in the course of the month, they're able to buy a multiple of the recharge amount as their cover. We deduct the insurance premium directly from the airtime service recharge. We'll have a similar model, for example, on the mobile money side. Mobile money in Africa is quite big. MTN there has 85 million active mobile money accounts. It all operates outside of the traditional banking system. And what's quite popular is that customers send money to rural areas, or they transact with suppliers, all using mobile money wallets. And again, we insert ourselves into that customer journey. Merchants can also purchase the products. And what really excited us about the InsureMO partnership is that we were looking for very unique capabilities as part of scaling our volumes of policies, our platforms, and delivering via the unique channels we have.
All right, so this is actually quite an interesting take on shaking up the embedded insurance, because it doesn't always work, as we know also in Europe. But the digital transformation is something that we see quite a few industry players are struggling with. So they sort of look at their existing systems and technology landscapes, and they see they are obsolete, and they get this typical knee-jerk reaction saying, okay, my system is old, so I need to either upgrade it or replace it one for one with something newer, more modern. But they're actually missing out on the point that by the time they are done with that, they're actually sitting on new legacy already. So how did you go about that challenge?
So we learned the hard way. We initially realized we're going to need a unique system capability. We don't have complex upfront medical or financial underwriting. We really need large volume transaction capability at the level at which banks operate. And because we couldn't find it, we started with a bespoke system. Soon realized, employing large development teams is very costly. It just simply slowed us down. We have a mandate to roll out to all the countries in which MTN operates. And so that traditional monolithic architecture approach just simply didn't work for us. And so we then had to evolve our bespoke platforms and at the same time try and introduce more software as a service capabilities and in order to deliver quicker, faster, and be able to do product configuration and variation a lot quicker. There's a lot of variation across our life and hospital cash products at the moment, across the various markets, different regulatory requirements, different customer needs, and customer behavior is also changing quite fast across the various African markets. And so that's why we really just reflected and realized, there's no point in us investing in, basic policy administration capability. We've got to specialize in integration, channel capability, delivering available product, and do so fast and quickly.
So exactly, those are the sort of the 3 Vs, the velocity, your 18 million customers right now, the, volume, 18 million customers, velocity going into the new markets, and the hundreds of products you're actually offering, or the SKUs, the stock keeping units as we call them. So going back to the finding the right platform, you mentioned that you're actually implementing this or using this in a headless way. So let's talk about this a bit. You were actually not consuming or using any of the screens or page flows coming from InsureMO. You're effectively on leveraging microservices and open APIs. You are orchestrating those with your other services and building meaningful customer journeys, some sort of engagement, customer engagement layer on top of it. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, so we leverage both MTN channels and our own channels. USSD is quite a popular engagement platform still in Africa. It's 0 rated. We've got in certain markets like Cote d'Ivoire, where we've got network stability issues, network times out after, or a USSD enrollment journey times out after 1 or 2 minutes. We need the ability to design all of those customer journeys through progressive web app, SMS, campaign tool capabilities, orchestrate all of those, invest in our integration platform capability, because we've got deep integration into the mobile network operator, billing platforms, etc. All of that is really where we should be spending our time and investing most of our money. And through that multi-channel, multi-payment capability platform, just integrate with a back-end policy administration system, and we're simply using it for the processing of really ultimately what the cover is, the product rules, and from a claims perspective, obviously.
The transactional aspects of insurance, okay. That's an interesting point you mentioned, because we're seeing that quite a lot of players in the industry, not just carriers, but also insurtechs, they sort of try to go for an end-to-end full stack proposition, so they are spending time and money on trying to come up with a new quote, bind, and issue ways, rather than differentiate themselves in front of the client where it really makes sense. So the connectivity, speed, and convenience. And I think that's one of the things you've done quite differently. You mentioned ecosystems there. I think we heard in the keynotes speech this morning that what role insurance carriers and players can play in that. IO, you are actually injecting yourself to existing ecosystems, payments, and telecom, right? So you're not trying to orchestrate, build your own one. Do you think there is a future for carriers or brokers like yourself to try to create your own ecosystem? And if yes, what are the platform implications for that, Marius?
Yeah, so we definitely think the future of insurance is going to be customers purchasing through digital ecosystems. It's no longer going to be a future where customers choose one product through one product provider and kind of just engaging in that single product provider relationship. We see ourselves as an ecosystem within an ecosystem. So MTN's on a journey to roll out a broader set of financial services products outside of the traditional banking system to its customers. So we're part of that ecosystem. From an insurance perspective, it's another ecosystem where we want to facilitate not only our own uniquely designed product, but also products of other third-party product providers. We want to leverage not only our own channels, but other partner companies' channels. And even from a payments perspective, there's interoperability between the different mobile network operators on mobile money. Customers multi-SIM in Africa. I want the ability to not lose that customer when they change SIM card from MTN to Airtel or Orange, but be able to continue to collect premiums through interoperability, integration, etc.
And the differentiation through that, rather than reinventing the whatever exists.
It's different ecosystems in an ecosystem, and we see that as the future.
I think we're getting close to the end of our time slot, but if there's one thing you would like the audience to walk away with in terms of how to do embedded insurance properly, what would that be, Marius?
In Africa, we have a saying, Ubuntu, I am, because we are, and really from an insurer tech integration perspective, it's leveraging the strengths and capabilities of your partners. I don't want to own the whole thing. I don't want to own the whole value chain. It's really just partnering and leveraging each other's strengths and giving customers the best outcome and the greatest experience.
Thank you. I just wanted to mention that they're actually planning to scale up from 4 countries, 18 million customers right now, to 20 plus countries.
Yes.
And 100 million, right, within the next 5 years. So good luck on that, and I'm sure you're going to get there, yeah? Thank you. We're available for a chat outside. We have a booth, so if you guys want to come in and chat with Marius, we're there. Thanks a lot.